The hostage crisis in Lebanon ended without any casualties, but what led to such a situation arising in the first place? It's a result of the 2019 Lebanon economic collapse. We'll now take you through exactly what happened in Lebanon in the last few years. Lebanon's economy collapsed in the year 2019. The government defaulted on foreign debt, the Lebanese pound crashed, and banks stopped allowing withdrawals of foreign currency. Lebanon had officially allowed payments in US dollars, so many of the people's savings were in the US currency. After banks stopped dollar withdrawals and the Lebanese pound crashed, pushing many into poverty. The Lebanese national debt was increased by successive governments in an effort to rebuild the country after 1975 to 1990 of civil war. The rebuilding efforts led to debt which was 150% of the national output. The country had managed to balance payments due to tourism, foreign aid, its financial industry and funds from Gulf Arab countries. It also received substantial remittances from the Lebanese diaspora abroad. Trouble began in 2011 when remittances started to slow down after tensions rose in neighboring Syria and the rest of West Asia during the Arab Spring. The rise of the Shiite Hezbollah in Lebanon caused the neighboring Sunni states to stop funding Lebanon. A budget deficit caused negative balance of payments for imports. In 2016, banks introduced financial engineering, which offered very high interest rates for new US dollar deposits. It was meant to be an emergency measure to be allowed by financial reform, which didn't come. Eventually, banks did not have enough dollars to pay bank depositors, so they shut down their doors. The lack of foreign exchange also caused Lebanon to default on its foreign debt. And to make matters worse, the 2020 Beirut blast caused billions in damages after the Lebanese economy rapidly contracted. It was estimated that the government debt was almost 500% of the GDP in 2021. Meanwhile, the people have been pushed into poverty and desperation. The Beirut hostage situation was an example of the desperation coming to a boil. WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.